was a son. He was devoured by earth. There was a God. They call him the Father. And there was a means to make a valley with grace out of this hole that I've dug for me. He made a valley of grace where things would change, and maybe they'd take up the cross high again. The valley of grace was never the same after he had died.
So I think we lost accountability.
That's what it is. Yes, we have.
We have lost accountability. We
Yes.
don't have accountability for parts of our lives,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what we have to have structure in. Accountability for somebody for accountability for your money, accountability for your relationship, accountability for how you treat someone, accountability for your Christian walk. You know, you need accountabilities for all of these, for your weight. Girl, put that brownie down and let's go walk. I was thinking about eating some tacos. We ain't gonna eat tacos today. We gonna eat salad. No, we have tacos. But anyway, you don't have that.
Just keep it real, right?
Everybody is sensitive. It's
right.
It's not sensitive. It needs to be said.
Mm-hmm.
If it hurts your feelings, let's talk about it then. If it hurts your feelings.
Mm-hmm.
The only way we're going to get through it is if we talk about it.
Right. But that's
if it's hurting your feelings,
mm-hmm.
if it's hurting your feelings, that means you have some emotion that goes deeper.
Yes. Yes.
Now you got to do some self-healing.
Yeah. There's a wound in you, right?
Yeah, it's a wound in you that's deep down that you don't know nothing about that's causing the sensitivity. Mm-hmm. So let's dig.
Yeah.
And so we have to do some stuff like that. And I'm sorry, I cannot be silent anymore. Like I have to speak my truth, and that's where I am. And so I'm noticing that I'm being transparent with everybody and everything that I do. Mm-hmm. And I'm getting a much better response than I was without, not saying anything.
Right. Because you know what my therapist helped me to see too? She said, I would give grace, and I would give grace. And this is so true how I was before with my ex, and then even in friendships. And I had to, first it's like I healed with him, and then I started seeing where with my friendships, I needed to change things around. But she said it got to the point I would give grace till grace had run out. It's like, and I use this, I guess I would say, keywords as far as cheap grace. It becomes cheap grace when, grace has ended, but then people just flat out like stepping on you, like, you on the mat, you become a doormat, and they're taking advantage of you because they know you're not going to.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? And she said, but when you that point,
oh my goodness.
Yeah, of so-called grace, she said, then what happens is that you're showing you don't care about yourself when you don't acknowledge, like, you're saying something that's hurting me. This is a microaggression, or this is something spirit you're saying, and there's just no, of course, there's a reason behind it, because that person, as we talked about, like within us having wounds, that person obviously has wounds if they are willing to say mean-spirited things to you. But she was just saying, like, me being silent and ignoring it is me not caring about myself.
Yep, you are not establishing the boundaries of what you allow. And I did the same thing. I would definitely, I think I spoke about it in my book, where I just allow people to do whatever. And it was not because I did not have a voice. It was just, I didn't want the confrontation. I didn't want to, I'm trying to please everybody.
There you go.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to please everybody and be happy. And so people took advantage of that.
They do.
They're like,
They don't
oh my
respect you.
goodness.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. They were like, oh my goodness. And then finally one day I think I snapped and they were like, wait a minute, she is mean? No, I'm not mean.
No.
I'm not mean at all. I am not mean at all. What you fail to realize is I allowed you to get away with a whole bunch of things and I never said anything. And so because
it went too far. Yeah.
And because I've never said anything and I'm speaking up, you don't like how I'm speaking to you because you're not used to me speaking to you in this manner.
Right.
And so now, and so before, I'm gonna go back a little. I would do that and I would suppress it. I would just suppress it and suppress it. And so I'm the person I was the person, and I'm still working on it. I would suppress and wouldn't say anything. And that one person who has not done it'd be one person that didn't do that bad of a thing to me, I go off on that person.
Got you.
And they like, wait a minute, what did I do? I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at everybody that I didn't suppress.
Yes.
You know? Now I'm going off with everybody that I've suppressed. And so that was happening for years in relationships, not just my personal, but my professional as well.
Yeah.
Not speaking up and they thinking that, they allow her to do whatever. No, that's not the case. And even my friends in high school, they're like, wait a minute, that ain't the LaTrae I know. Then she did what? No, that's not her. You got to pass. They were just saying, you really got to pass. You really got to pass. And I can say why I did it. And I'm going to tell you honestly why I did it. Because if I didn't, I know that I probably would have had some type of confrontation where it was going to be physical. And so what I found out through therapy is that I black out in certain situations. And especially if it's too much for my brain to process, I will black out.
Yes.
So during that blackout process, I don't know exactly what I've done.
Got you.
And so because that blackout situation can be very, very physical or very hurtful and harmful, I would avoid the confrontation because I did not know how far where it would go. And
thank you. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, and so it was to save your life and my life too that I suppressed it.
Your brain was protecting you.
Yes, my brain was definitely protecting me. It's been in situations where it was one particular situation. Somebody said, "You slapped me." I was like, "What? You slapped me? I don't remember slapping you."
Wow.
No, you slapped me.
Huh.
I did. Oh, when did this happen?
Right.
And I remember walking in.
Wow.
I remember we having a conversation, and I thought it was pleasant, but after that, I found myself sitting in a chair. I don't remember. I remember coming to sitting in a chair. And pulled me aside, and they were like, "You know, you just slapped her." Wait a minute. Wait. Huh? You slapped her? I slapped her. And so that's when that was like 18. I was 18 when I did that. And so I was like, wait, I've done that before. I've definitely done that before.
Wow.
Where friends would say, you know, you blacked out. You just went crazy. Wait a minute. What triggered? So
I had to you to see that.
Yeah. And so that's another reason why I suppressed, or I did not want confrontation, because I did not know my limits, or how far I would go. And I did not want to go to that blackout stage because I don't know how it would happen. And so suppressing helped, but that wasn't helpful, because that was the worst thing I possibly could do, because the more I suppressed, anybody that triggered,
Mm-hmm.
make me upset, I would go off on them.
Right. That's how it came out.
That's how it came out. And
Mm-hmm.
get me to that, you just one more word.
Right.
Now,
Right.
it just takes that one word.
Yeah.
And bam.
Yeah. Sometimes one word can be a trigger.
One word. Now I'm in prison, and I gotta wear orange.
Right. Right.
Now I gotta wear orange. Wait a minute. I was just talking to you. And so I had to learn to communicate.
Mm-hmm.
I had to learn to talk it out. And so I'll tell you this quick story. I was in the phone store. I think I was paying my phone bill or picking up a phone. And this was like the beginning stages of
Mm-hmm.
therapy. Like, talk out your problem as you go through the situation to
Right.
keep you from suppressing it, and
Mm-hmm.
keep you from, you're processing the whole thing. And so the lady, I guess she made me upset or something. And so I talked the whole thing out. And the associate that was with her, his eyes, I saw his eyes, and he turned red. But I was telling her, I was like, you know what? What I would have done to you, I'm just gonna tell you what I would have done.
Right.
What I would have done to you, I would have pulled you across the board,
Mm-hmm.
the counter,
Right.
and shook you. This, I would have been very violent with her. And so I'm
Right.
talking this whole process. I wasn't threatening her. I
Right.
was just processing it out loud, verbally.
Mm-hmm.
So it took a lot for me to get there, but I had
Mm-hmm.
to talk myself down.
Gotcha.
Was going to do. And so it was a conscious thought. Hey, you know what you're doing, and we're gonna talk these steps down. Now, if I do this, I'm going to, I'm either gonna go to jail, or the person's gonna get hurt. You don't want to do any of those things. And so we're gonna take through these things, and we're gonna talk these things out. So I did a lot of talking these things out. And then I apologized. I went back
Mm-hmm.
how to talk these things out. I'm in counseling, so please work with me. I'm not trying to hurt you or harm you. This is to help me. And so she was like, I don't even know what to say, because I don't know if you threatening me or what. No, I'm not. I wasn't threatening her. Maybe I was, but I had to talk it out. And so now I don't talk it out. I think it. I process it now. And so I have to step away from the situation. I have to give myself. I pause for like 10 seconds. So I stop talking for like 10 seconds, and then I'll respond. And so now it's a conscious decision, and I make the choice to always choose to. I'm trying to choose to do it positively, but yeah, it takes a lot to go there. If you never had the right guidance to get you through it, use your tools when you come, get out of when you go to therapy.
Yeah, tell me about it. I say all the time, I got my toolbox. I keep my toolbox with me.
Yep.
So, not knowing what situation I'm going to be in, I know with myself, one of the hardest things for me to do was to mention to my therapist about the aggression that was in me from the trauma. And I realized, it took me a while to figure it out, but I realized there was aggression in me because of the abuse I saw in my home when my dad abused my mom. and me seeing it over and over again.
Yeah.
So trauma translated over my system from seeing that, which I didn't know until like I was almost 40 years old. When
that was your norm. That was your norm.
That was my norm. Yes. And
that was your norm.
Yeah. So I didn't know that seeing that had produced trauma in me, and it had
exactly
aggression. So I was scared, I was kind of nervous to talk to her about it. I said, well, maybe she's going to think I'm crazy or something.
Yeah. And you in a therapist's office.
I was thinking, right. Like you said, I'm in a therapist's office. I'm thinking, like, maybe I should mention this. I didn't know, at the time, I didn't know that I had PTSD. So I would get these moments of aggression where I would start breathing in and out and zoning into music to help my system to calm down. Because moments when I would think about the abuse I saw as a kid, with my dad abusing my mom, and the aggression was making me want to swing. You know how like the soldiers, when they come back from war, and a lot of them, they like sometimes they'll want to fight and stuff, right? So that's how it came out with me. Whenever I would think about what I saw as a kid, that's how the trauma played out, like through aggression, where I never actually did it, but I was like fighting deep inside to like control myself because it felt like it was something bigger than me.
Yeah.
I was, trying to start swinging, like something had taken over me. And I would use music to help me to zone out. What I didn't realize was music was helping me to calm down and to switch off the aggression. But what I didn't realize was that it was also suppressing it. I needed to get that out of me, the aggression out of me. So now, and it doesn't come up often, but if I feel the aggression now, I will start doing kickboxing moves to help to get that trauma out of my body. So I didn't realize listening to music to help me to zone out, calm down was not enough because it's still keeping the trauma and aggression inside. I needed to come out.
Wow. See, that's different.
Body work.
That's different with me. So the music, I had to, in order for me to calm down, I have to listen to my music.
That's what I'm saying. That's what it was. I was listening to music to get me to calm down, but it was so I still hadn't done anything with that. You understand what I'm saying? The trauma was still inside.
Yeah, my music. I have like a two particular playlists.
Yes.
And my go-to playlist, it just brings me back to a place where I know I'm safe.
Yes.
I know I'm comfortable. And I can breathe.
Yes. Amen. I'm telling you.
It's not gospel. It's just regular R&B music.
Oh, I love R&B.
It's regular R&B music.
Yes.
And I turn on, and people ask me, what you do to calm down? I listen to my playlist. My playlist calms me down. I chew gum.
That's a good thing too, I heard.
Chew gum. Chewing gum calms me down, but my playlist, my music, that saved my life.
Yes.
Because I would zone out. I'm telling my my therapist because I didn't want to. I'm just gonna be real honest with you, but during the process of me healing, I used marijuana, and so for my anxiety, and so when I say it's not gonna say go for it or whatever, but it actually helped. And so I would put my music in, and I would begin to listen to the beats and the instruments, and I would find an instrument inside the song, and I will follow that instrument throughout the whole entire song. And so I'm telling.
Yep.
Oh, we're loaded.
I know what you're talking about.
I guess I was. And so that's how I knew that helped me. And that helped me. Once I relocated, I didn't have to have the marijuana anymore. I did,
Really?
because the anxiety had calmed down. It wasn't all the way up here.
All the way up. Okay.
It wasn't there anymore. And so
Gotcha.
the need for it subsided. So my music saves my life. I put my headphones in my ear and I'll find a beat. I'll find the instrument inside the song. I follow the instrument throughout the song.
Yes.
Because it's I have to focus.
Yes. That's what, I know what you're talking about. The music helped me to focus. And so when I would start to think about the aggression, my whole system would calm down.
Yes, I had to focus. I had to get back to that beat. I had to find that note. I had to find that instrument.
Yeah.
And so if I couldn't find it, that means you threw me off. I'm not as calm as I would, because I could follow that whole instrument throughout the whole song.
Yeah.
And keep up with it. And that helped. And now I can do it now, put my earphones in, follow that beat, and I zone off whatever my issue was, whatever the problem was. I don't remember now.
Yeah.
Because it calmed me down. So that chewing gum, listening to my music and possibly writing is probably my go-to thing, and talking about my issue. I talk to I check in with my small group once a week, because we have my church small group. Yeah. But I also have another girlfriend that I met through a small group that I was in. It was called Unraveled. And so me and her, we linked up in the group, and me and her being the friends out here. And we call each other and we check on each other often. Like every week we'll be meeting each other or whatever. But you have to find like-minded people. You have to change your circle in order for you to change. As bad as you want to hang out with Pookie, as bad as you want to hang out with Kiki ain't it. You know, Kiki still needs to get her life together, and Kiki gonna hold you down because her life ain't together, because she don't want you to get your life together.
Right. You know, and I've heard another. Yep, I've heard Pastor Darius Daniels mention that people like the dysfunctional part of us.
Oh my God.
You know, he said you're good friends with people because of the dysfunctional part of you. You get healthier, you're not going to even want it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you changed. And he said, because they like the dysfunctional part of you.
Exactly.
That's why it works well with them. You know?
You didn't care for the dysfunction. I'm going to call you out the dysfunction. You know, I can't be around dysfunction, because I go, how can I say it? I don't like I like structure. And so if you're dysfunctional, I can't be around you, because I like structure. Yeah. And so if I'm saying foolishness and it's just all over the place, it starts messing with me mentally, because I can't focus. I can't. Where are we moving? Where are we going? Because it doesn't look safe. And so my brain is telling me we're not safe. We're not safe, so we got to shut down right quick. Right. So my brain will say, "Girl, we got to shut down, so let's go."
Okay.
You know? Yeah. I can't focus. I can't. It's things that I cannot do that I would normally be able to do, and so that's when I begin to see God.
Yes.
Because I was in tune with the positive things that alerting me to either get away, it's not cool, it's not safe.
Right.
You know, that discernment.
Yeah,
discernment through every aspect of your life.
Right.
And so now I'm to the point where if you are interrupting my joy and peace, I changed it from peace and happiness to my joy and peace. I have a problem with you. I see
So
you as
you
a
know,
threat.
right? Yeah.
I see you as a threat
Right.
because you're violating something that I have worked so hard to keep. And because you are interfering with it or you're trying to manipulate it,
Yeah.
I'm going to have to leave you alone.
Yeah.
And I stand firm on that. If you do not bring me peace, you don't bring me happiness, joy, love, I'm sorry. I love you, but I can't deal with you.
Yes.
And that's my relationship now.
Yeah. So that's the
I will,
boundary that you set up.
that's the boundary that I set up. And I don't tell them that. Like I
Right.
tell you, I'm not gonna tell you.
Right.
I'm going to see it through your actions.
Truth.
And so this is the teacher in me. You're going to tell me how to respond to you by your behavior.
Right.
And so because I'm a teacher, I analyze everybody as a child. And so because I've worked with different type of kids and different type of behaviors, and I pick up on that behavior that a kid that I have worked with in the past, and if I'm seeing an adult, I'm going to work with you how I work with that kid.
Right.
You're not going to like it, but that's my boundary I have to set with you because you're doing some foolishness now that I can't deal with.
Right. You say you're not going to deal with that, right?
No, I'm not. You read my book. You saw the foolishness that I was going through.
Trust me, girl. Yes, I know.
What I was doing, and so that's why I tell everybody, look, if you read my book, you know why I'm not dealing with foolishness, or why I'm not dating, or why I'm not doing X, Y, Z. I got a story. I have a story, and my story is in my book, and I can't go back there. That's a life that caused a lot of heartache and pain. Yeah, it birthed something. It birthed something, but what I had to endure.
Right.
Come on now. No. Yes. The process of all of that, no. So if you're gonna interfere with my life and it's not gonna be in a positive way, I will definitely move you aside. And I'm okay with it. Definitely, and they'll be okay.
Right. That is true, isn't it?
They will be okay. But my thing is protecting me because I have to live for my son. I have to live for my mother. I gotta live for other people. Right. And so hey, it is what it is now, though.
What would you say, girl? I know what you mean. What would you say? Some of your old ways of thinking that you had to change.
Oh my goodness. My old way of thinking got me into a whole bunch of mess. I didn't normally I would analyze everything.
Okay.
But I stopped. I stopped. And it was because I wanted something, how can I say it? Instantaneous. I just wanted it instantly. Yeah. I didn't want to have to work for it,
Yes.
And so not processing, not sitting back and listening, and not following your first thought. Your first mind. That first mind will tell you, and your first mind will talk to you very, very, very soft.
Right.
You shouldn't do that. Go the other way. Don't do that. You should do this. If you listen, your first voice is always soft. You shouldn't do that. But that second voice, girl, go ahead and do that. That one be juicing you up, girl. That one will have you at the club all night.
It sure will. You're right. A lot of times that start will tell us about where we need to be, but we ignore it.
Exactly. And so listening, I'm learning to listen to my first choice.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard. It's very difficult. You have to stop and breathe.
Yep.
You have to stop and breathe and consider. Think about if you do. Everything's a choice. Now,
Yes.
everything is a choice. You can either make the right choice or you can make the wrong choice, and that's where my thinking is now.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is a choice.
You're like me. That's one of the things I've adopted, and it's empowering, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh my God, I was using it today at work. I was getting frustrated because I couldn't do something, and I got mad. Like I think I dropped the F-bomb. I don't normally say these words.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, I'm making a choice to say these words.
Mm.
And so I was like, hey, God, can you just help me? I'm tired.
Mm-hmm.
And sure enough, like 3 people came and helped me. Once I said, God, can you help me?
Right. Right. Isn't that something?
It's like 3 people literally came to help me.
The Holy Spirit interceded on your behalf when you said that.
Yeah, and every day, every time I said it today, I'm like, God, can you help me? Like, man, this is crazy. We like this. Somebody would have come and helped me.
Mm-hmm.
The person that was working with me, you good? And I finally said, no, I'm not good. No.
Right.
All right. Somebody came and helped me. It's okay. No, I'm not okay. I'm not okay. Something is definitely wrong. Give me a minute. You know?
Right.
I think we have come to the realization, or how can I say it? We have always said, oh, we're okay and nothing's wrong and something's wrong.
I know.
We made that normal.
Yep, my last interview, he said, Christians got that good. You walk in the church, hey, brother, so-and-so, how you doing? Well, I'm fine, everything's good. Praise the Lord.
You just had a heart attack and a stroke. Yeah, but you okay and good. No, you're not okay. You're good. You just had a stroke and a heart attack.
Thank you.
Come on now. Tell me what's wrong.
Right.
I lost my toe. I lost my toe, girl.
Right.
You gonna say, oh, my sugar got me. Girl, you didn't lost your toe. No, something is wrong.
Right.
You're not okay. And so I think it's time to stop saying we're not okay and say it's not. I'm not okay. It's time to start saying that.
Yeah.
Something is wrong. I think I did that at my last job. I did that at my last job, and they wasn't expecting me to say I wasn't okay.
Right.
And when I said I wasn't, they looked at me like, wait a minute, did she just say she's not okay?
Mm-hmm.
I said, no, I'm not okay. Give me a minute. They were like, they thought I had an attitude. They thought I was rude. So you asked me a question. You asked me if I was okay. I told you no. You assumed that I was going to say yes. Assumptions will mess you up all the time. Stop assuming. People are going to say, yeah, I'm okay. But when they come out and say no, your face change and you ignore them.
Mm-hmm.
Or you get mad or think I have an attitude because I told you no, I'm not.
Because you said the truth, right?
I said the truth. You shouldn't ask me.
If you didn't want to hear the truth, huh?
If you didn't want to hear the truth, I'm not okay. Give me a minute.
Or, like you said, you didn't want to hear the truth, or you didn't want to be uncomfortable in hearing that.
Hearing the truth. Yeah.
Right. So you wanted me to say but then it's like, oh, I don't know if I won't even handle thinking about you not being okay.
Right. and just leave me alone. I will be okay. I'm not okay at this moment. Right. I will be okay. I'm not okay at this moment. Allow me to have that moment.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think that we do that.
No, we
We
don't.
don't allow people to have that moment
Nope.
of not being okay.
Nope.
You need to fix it.
Yes. We want them to fix it right away.
Like, no, right. No, I need to process what I'm feeling. I need to process how to be okay,
Right.
how to get to being okay.
Right. Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
sweeping it under the rug. Well, you know what happens when you sweep things under the rug? The rug begins to collect all the things that you have swept under, and it begins to, create a mound. And that mound begins to grow and grow and grow and grow. All right. Well, the things that you have put under the rug are starting to come up from under the carpet. Now the stuff can't stay. You know what I mean? Now you have to continue putting stuff under that's not gonna go. You know what I mean?
Right. Oh, I know.
We cannot push stuff under the rug anymore.
Yeah. It gets to the point where it maxes out, it destroys you, and we don't realize it. Like some people, their whole life, they have dealt with that sweeping under the rug, and it really carried them literally to their death.
It definitely kills you. It will kill you. I've seen it. I've seen people hold on to anger, hurt, and harm for years, and it's literally killing them. And all God wants you to do is just let it go, give it to Him. That's it.
Because we can't do it in our own strength. We think we.
Nothing in exchange. Nothing in exchange but to love God and love His people.
That's it.
That's the only thing.
Yes.
That's the only thing He wants in exchange is to love God and love His people.
Amen. Amen. Tell me about it. What would you say would be the first thing you did that empowered you to create your new chapter after being in toxic relationships? Do you remember that very first thing?
Deleting my ex-boyfriend's phone number from my phone, deleting him from my Facebook page, deleting him where I couldn't get in contact with him at all.
Gotcha.
Like deleting him completely.
And that was hurt, but it was very empowering, wasn't it?
Oh, so let me tell you why I got my power back and how I got it back. It was one particular incident where I had I'll tell you what happened. One of my ex, the person that I wrote about in my book, The Love That I Lost, he passed away, and I don't know what's going on with me, but I have had like probably four boyfriends that passed away, like 4.
Really?
Well, yeah, they gone. Like, man, this one right here in particular, we had a real good relationship. We always remained friends or whatever. It hit me very hard to the point where I reached out to my ex-boyfriend. And I just said, I want to tell you, I'm sorry for if I've done anything to you. And I just want to, I think I was trying to heal myself, and I did not get a response. He looked at my, you know how you can tell on Facebook that if they send a message, and he read the message and didn't say anything. And so I was like, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. The least you could do is say, all right, I forgive you or whatever.
Right,
but,
right. We cool.
I couldn't. Now that where I am now, I just was like, I'm done. And I said, you know what? no more power. You had access to, you still had access to me. I'm still
Mhm.
giving you access to me because we're still friends on social media.
Mhm.
I still have your phone number. You still have my phone number.
Mhm.
Well, and we still have mutual friends. Ah, guess what?
What's that?
Everything is about to stop right now. Mutual
Mm.
friends, don't mention his name. Don't bring his information to me. I don't want to hear nothing.
What's going
If
on?
you
in
do,
his life?
if
Right.
you do, we're not gonna be friends.
I
All
got
right. All right, we won't talk about him. All right. Number deleted. I deleted his number. I couldn't tell you what his phone number is right now.
you.
I deleted him from Facebook. We had been friends. What's crazy is we were friends in high school. We were
Wow.
friends in high school. And so you would think that we could remain friends. No.
Mhm.
You do not get to see the next chapters in my life. You don't get to know anything else about me. Whatever you hear is gonna be word of mouth.
Mhm.
And don't reach out to me if
Mm.
something else happens. You know, if
Mhm.
something big happens to me or whatever. Please don't.
Right.
We ain't been. And if I make you famous, don't tell people we went together. We didn't go together. No, I don't know you. We don't know each other. Don't do that. Don't. No, I don't know you. No, I don't. And so that right there, just releasing him gave me power.
Releasing.
So being able to do that, well, if I'm able to do that, and I'm still okay, I'm still here, and I'm okay.
Mhm.
I can do something else.
Mhm.
Right. Well, counseling was my empowering.
Oh yes.
Counseling counseling gave me my power back.
Yeah, that's your jam, isn't it?
Yeah, counseling gave me my power back. Like I thank my counselor. Like I thank my therapist. She gave me power back. And then after that, spiritual counseling gave me my power back.
Mm.
That right there in itself helped out more than the therapy.
Wow, the spiritual counsel. Now, I know
Spiritual counseling.
initially started the show, you were talking about getting help. You mind sharing that story about?
Yeah, I had to reach out to my pastor. Like I had gotten to a point where I was walking away from Christ.
So much I wish I could give back, but I'm not intact to be sharing all of that. You took the price to give me that life, and now it's never gonna fade away. When I see I need more of him, he whispers the sweetest of mercies upon my ears, and I won't go back the way it was again, 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 and now a valley of grace where things would change. I've seen the lights of valley of grace where things have changed. Oh, I've seen so much for me.